Hi, I'm Stanley, one of the co-founders for HeatSig Private Limited. We are one of the tech startup in Singapore incorporated early March this year. We are setting out to revolutionize all the buildings in the world, all the urban spaces in the world by offering big data, analytics to the environment, insights to the activity level of the spaces itself with people and for the people. Now, how do we go about doing that? Now, we look at a very important aspect which is all-encompassing already and already present within all built environment: electrical systems and lighting systems. There are so many solutions out in the market, but what we're trying to do here is what are things that we can do without adding more hardware, without adding more carbon footprint to a space. And by that, we look at the lighting infrastructure, we look at the electrical infrastructure of the space. We thought, okay, since this is all-encompassing and no one can probably deny the fact that lighting covers 100% of the floor space, why don't I just use the lighting points as a beacon or as a spot where I can gather the feedback of what is happening within the floor space or within the ground and generate it up all the way to the cloud system, where our software analytics then goes about churning and crunching the data that's happening on the ground so that we provide insights to the activity level of the building. How do we do that? Very simply, look at something like this, that what we've done. It's just a lighting product, nothing special, right? What we've done is we actually incorporated a sensor within, 3D printed the casing, all in. There's some modules within as well where we actually transmit information up to the cloud. What we're doing here is we're making use of the all-encompassing 100% coverage of the lighting points within a building to be a node, to be an ecosystem, to be a neural network where each of these points generates the big data, generates the feedback that's happening on the ground back to the cloud. And how do we go about that is with a sensor that captures heat signature of human beings. We technically can see how a person moves when he first enters a building within the space and how long they are lingering within from spots to spots. And that would itself give building owners the insights to what is happening within their floor space, how is their floor space being used, and beyond which, how can they improve the comfort level of people within the space. Now, all this is through the input of human signature. Now, this sensor itself that we're incorporating within the light fitting is not a thermal camera. I don't see the beautiful figure of a body, right? So technically we have bypassed the privacy issue, if there's any to begin with. We're technically just tracking red dots. Yes, this information is not perfect, but my question is, if this information gives sufficient breadth and depth for this kind of building management systems, or I would say an enhanced model of managing the building, wouldn't that be wonderful? So this is where we come in with heat signature incorporated within light fittings, deployed down based on existing lighting floor plans. We can be present in an old building, you can be ready and be part of the design team for a new building. Essentially, we can be everywhere. So this is where we hope you can come in, join us in our journey as we continue to strengthen our product development in terms of both the hardware and software part of things. I'll be this one guy that does it all. I'll be this one guy that creates this super app where, since I'm all over your space in a building, from outdoor to indoor, if you're talking about outdoor, we're talking about walkways, shelters, tunnels, public spaces. When it's indoors, we're talking about, well, within a building. So technically, with lighting points all over the space, it makes perfect sense for me to come up with a super app where all the other building infrastructures or equipments get parked under, where they can actually see how lighting and such heat signature can come together to offer them insights to activity levels. Thereafter, we can also see how all these things grow to the next level, where the software goes into automation, advising them on what is the best way to run the equipment. So hopefully with your good help and with your support, we can actually strengthen not just the product from hardware to software, but we can also have this energy and this momentum to continuously build the next generation of build management system.